So we can just take a moment to drop in together, just noticing how the body feels right now, noticing the next few breaths. Any thoughts that we're arriving with, just checking in with ourselves. And then, as you're ready, I'll invite you to transition to standing if that feels right. And it's fine to sit or lie down. And we'll go into some movement. So take your time exploring your way to inviting more movement. Just noticing anything that's here to notice right now. Feeling our connection with the ground, the support beneath us. And then you might shake out your hands and feet as you're ready. Just letting go of any extra energy, any extra tension. And then you might rub your hands together and start at the low back. Maybe closing the eyes, just noticing the weight of the body, the shape of the body, finding the central place, the pelvis, the low belly, feeling the spine. And then you might shake out your hands and feet again, maybe rubbing the hands together, bringing the hands over the eyes, and releasing any tension around the eyes, behind the eyes, anywhere in the head and face, in the jaw. Checking in with the ears. Noticing the breath as it comes and goes. And seeing if we can let go of any extra effort. Noticing the chest, the ribs, the throat, the neck and shoulders, exploring the movement of the arms, feeling the expanse of the chest, shoulders, arms, the wingspan, taking up space, exploring the movement of the arms, the connection between the shoulders and ribs, feeling the sides of the body, the belly, the back. And then bringing the exploration all the way down the legs, ankles, feet, wiggling out your toes. Exploring the hips, warming up the hips and pelvis. And following anything that feels really good for you, ways that your body wants to move, and then slowly coming into a position to welcome in stillness. If you can, sitting up on a pillow, raising the hips up above the knees. And then taking a moment to land, rocking the pelvis forward and back, feeling the length of the spine, maybe closing the eyes. And bringing our attention to the breath. Feeling the expanse of the shoulders, the width of the chest, and allowing our bodies to take up space. Letting the spine be long, softening the belly. And allowing the breath to be long and slow. Noticing any place where the body is in contact with the ground. Finding support. Allowing the body to be both relaxed and energized. Feeling the pull of gravity, the weight of the ground, the weight of the body on the ground, and also the energy pulling the spine, pulling the head up towards the sky. Allowing any subtle, tiny movements to find that place where the bones are stacked up over each other so that the head feels light. Relaxing the jaw, letting the shoulders fall back and down. Noticing the temperature of the air as it travels in through the nose or mouth, through the throat, expanding the chest, the belly, the back, all the way down to the pelvic floor. And noticing the temperature of the air as it leaves the body. And as thoughts arise, just allowing them to pass by like waves on the ocean, coming and going. And when we get caught by a thought or a story, just bringing the attention back to the movement of breath, to the sensations in the body happening right now. Noticing any awareness of the bony parts of the body, the skeleton, feeling the hardness of our bones, the weight of our bones, noticing the soft tissues, feeling the places that expand with breath, the soft belly, the ribs, the tissues between the ribs and surrounding the ribs. Feeling the shoulder blades move, the sternum, and maybe there's an awareness of the fluids moving throughout the body. The fluids in the spine and skull, the blood and lymph fluid. And if the mind begins to wander, we might give it a simple task like counting the breaths from 1 to 10. Just noticing as we breathe in and as we breathe out. Feeling the curves of the spine, how the vertebrae move with breath. And tapping into the effortless nature of breath, letting go of any extra work, any extra tension, allowing the breath to come and go, to fill and empty. And even if the stillness feels challenging, noticing if there's any pleasure in being in the body, in giving ourselves this time, this moment of pause, this short time where there's nothing to do, and nowhere to go. Just enjoying the breath, enjoying the quiet, the stillness, the soft, warm body. And then slowly beginning to follow small movements, allowing the breath to lead the way and noticing if there's some way that the body wants to move. Maybe following the invitation of gravity or finding small circles with the head or the spine. Noticing any places that feel tingly or warm. Maybe there's sensations of numbness or places that feel stuck. Just taking this time to notice. And then you might bring your hands to the area of your chest, your shoulders, just feeling the width of your chest, the expanse of your shoulders, and the movement of breath. And you might close your eyes here if they're open. And I invite you to make some sounds. So this might be a little funny because you all are muted, but you'll be able to hear my sounds. But no one will be able to hear you, so just go for it. Maybe bringing one hand to the sternum, one hand to the upper back. And from this place of sensing the full expanse of the chest, of the shoulders, of the arms, the ribs, the throat, the neck, following the next inhale, and then on the exhale, maybe there's a sound that wants to come out. So, following the sound from this embodied place, so no need to think about what sound is the right one to make, just noticing if there's something that wants to come out. Relaxing the jaw. Feeling the vibrations in the chest, in the back. Maybe expanding the arms. Maybe the sound comes from the low belly. And then continuing the exploration of freeing the shoulders, the throat, the neck, the arms, exploring the full expanse, the full span of the arms. Noticing if there's any ways where the shoulder blades or any part of the shoulders feel stuck or tied, and just following these movements to unwind any places that feel bound, exploring the neck, the throat. Uh, and if the sounding feels good, continuing to make sounds. Mm. Um, And then if you like, following following this invitation of gravity, bringing the body down to the ground, exploring with the back supported by the ground, or maybe you find your way to one side. Mm. And from here, finding this expanse of the arms, of the hands, of the shoulders. You might explore bringing the hands into fists, tightening the arms, the shoulders, the chest, and then letting it go, opening. Ah, opening the hands, the fingers, feeling the length of the spine. And you might explore a few more times, contracting the hands, the arms, the shoulders, the chest, maybe following it all the way down to the belly and back. And then on your own rhythm, your own timing, letting it go. Ah. And maybe this time you bring your whole body into a ball. So you might contract the arms, the hands, the legs, bringing the head up towards the knees, swooshing up the face like a raisin, and then letting it all go. Opening the arms, the fingers, the hands out wide, maybe sticking your tongue out, opening the eyes, stretching the skin around the eyes. You might explore that a few more times, contracting the whole body. And then opening the wings out wide. And you might explore this in a different position. So if you were on your back, you might roll over into your side, exploring one side at a time, opening the arm out wide, just feeling the shape of the arm, the muscles, the bones, the skin, the experience of the air on your skin, and then bringing the hand into a fist, wrapping the arm around the body, maybe giving yourself a hug, curling in towards yourself, and then expanding and opening Uh, and maybe there's a sound that comes with that. And you might explore on the other side, rolling to the other side of the body, feeling the support of the ground, allowing us to expand, to reach up towards the sky, and then curling in. Mm, ah. And if it interests you, you might continue this exploration all the way up towards standing. So, really taking your time, following the transition, and noticing what it feels like to take up space. Noticing the spine, feeling the feet on the ground, the pelvis, the legs, and feeling this big expanse. Maybe there's a sound that comes with it. Ah, maybe you allow your legs to be wide. Just feeling how much space can I take up with my body, and what does that feel like? Maybe there's a sense of power to it. Maybe you feel some strength in the body, and you might explore again, contracting the hands, finding these fists, maybe wrapping your arms around your body. Maybe you even curl all the way around yourself, squatting down and making a little ball. And then opening it all up. And maybe there's a sound. Ah. And then taking a pause wherever you are, maybe closing the eyes, maybe bringing one hand to the chest, one hand to the belly, and just noticing the next few breaths. Feeling the connection with the ground. You might bring your hands over the eyes and then offer this gentle, caressing waterfall touch from the eyes down over the chest, over the belly, maybe shaking out the hands, letting it all go. And you might explore that a few more times. Just offering this gentle touch over the face, the throat, the neck, the chest, the ribs, the breasts, the belly, all the way down to the pelvis, the upper thighs, and then shaking it out. And then slowly following your own rhythm, you might come back to sitting, taking a moment of pause, just noticing any changes in the mind and the body. Giving ourselves time to integrate anything that happened in this short time. Maybe taking a moment to bring one hand to the chest, one hand to the belly in sitting, following the next 3 breaths.